What is a part of speech? We can divide English words into 9 fundamental classes known as parts of speech or word classes. It is critical to recognize diverse parts of speech. This helps you to analyze sentences and understand them. It also helps in sentence construction. The term part of speech refers to a word's role in a sentence. A part of speech is a term used in the standard grammar for one of the 9 main categories into which words are organized according to their functions. Also known as word classes, these are the structure blocks of grammar. The parts of speech are commonly divided into open categories, nouns, verbs, adjectives, and adverbs, and closed categories, pronouns, prepositions, conjunctions, articles or determiners, and interjections. Open classes can be altered and added to as language develops, and closed classes are set in stone. For example, new nouns are created every day, but conjunctions never change. The label part of speech has commonly been discarded in contemporary linguistics in favor of the term word class or syntactic category. These terms make words easier to qualify objectively based on word construction rather than context. In addition, there is the linguistic or open class within word classes and the function or closed class. Noun. Nouns are a person, place, thing, or idea. Nouns can take on a myriad of functions in a sentence. They could be from the subject of it all to the object of an action. They are capitalized when they're the official name of something or somebody, called proper nouns in these cases. For example, book, boy, ship, freedom, park, university. Pronoun. Pronouns stand in for nouns in a sentence. They are more generic interpretations of nouns that refer only to people. For example, I, you, he, she, it, ours, who, which, anybody, ourselves, them. Verb. Verbs are action words that describe what happens in a sentence. They can also show a sentence subject state of being. Verbs change form based on tense, present, past, future, and count distinction, singular or plural. For example, sing, believes, seemed, finish, eat, drink, be, became, dance. Adjective. Adjectives describe nouns and pronouns. They specify which one, how much, what kind, and more. Adjectives let readers and listeners use their senses to presume something more evidently. For example, hot, lazy, funny, unique, beautiful, poor, smooth, bright. Adverb. Adverbs describe verbs, adjectives, and even other adverbs. They specify when, where, how, and why something occurred and to what extent or how often. For example, softly, lazily, often, hopefully, softly, sometimes, only. Preposition. Prepositions show spatial, temporal, and role relations between a noun or pronoun and the other words in a sentence. They come at the start of a prepositional expression, containing a preposition and its object. For example, up, over, by, for, into, close to, out of, apart from, against. Conjunction. Conjunctions join words, phrases, expressions, and clauses in a sentence. There are coordinating, subordinating, and correlative conjunctions. For example, but, or, so, yet, with, and. Articles and determiners. Articles and determiners function like adjectives by modifying nouns, but they are different than adjectives in that they are required for a sentence to have proper syntax. Articles and determiners specify and identify nouns, and there are indefinite and definite articles. Even though they modify nouns like adjectives, articles are different in that they are essential to the appropriate syntax of a sentence, just as determiners are necessary to convey the meaning of a sentence, while adjectives are optional. For example, that, those, enough, much, few, some, which, what, these. Interjection. Interjections are expressions that can stand on their own or be contained within sentences. These phrases and words often carry powerful emotions and convey reactions. For example, whoops, ouch, yabba dabba doo. An individual word can function as more than one part of speech when used in different circumstances. Some words are sometimes one part of speech and other times another. Here are a few examples. Work. Verb. I work in the garden. Noun. I went to work. Well. Adjective, he's well liked in his community. Adverb, she paints very well. Noun, I dropped a penny in the well. But. Preposition, I brought everything but the pens you asked for. Conjunction, I cooked breakfast and lunch, but Steve cooked dinner. Occasionally, words evolve to fit into new parts of speech. For example, the term adult was predominantly a noun that referred to a fully grown person. But the word adulting, a brand new verb, emerged in the internet lexicon. As a verb, adulting is the act of doing tasks like paying bills and grocery shopping.